Hello, my fellow knights and warriors. This is 6th turn of the Situation 6 for the Panzer leader. I continue my playthrough of this scenario, but I think that the Germans are going to win now because Soviets are doing really poorly. I wonder if it's due to my very effective German defensive tactics or maybe due to some bad rolls. I guess that both might be involved. So, let's carry on. We are starting with turn 6 and now this is German combat phase. Soviet combat phase. So Soviets can attack. Now let me see where. First of all, this tank has 6 hexes range here, so I can fire on this anti-tank gun, and now it will be 6 because this is non armored target, and 3 because it is in the woods, because it is on the hill, and +1 because this is it is in the woods. So it will be 3 to 1 +1. And 4 +1, it's 5. 5 in the 3 to 1, this is DD. So there you go, dispersal, and fired. Now this one fires on this Hummel, so it is 24 versus 6, so it's 4 to 1 +1, and 5 +1, 6, it is destroyed. So place a wreck, and then you go down. And let's mark them as this fired and spotted because they are in the woods. Now, I wonder. They both have this Panther in the range, but 1, 2, 3, 4. So it will be half of its firepower, so I will have 28 and 28 1, 2, 3, 4, 28 plus 24, so it will be 52. 52 versus 12, it will be 4 to 1, 4 to 1 +1, and 5. Panther is destroyed. Sent to the wreck, and they are both marked as fired. Alright, so that's all here. And now this one fires on them, or really? Wait a moment. I mean, I want to destroy them, yes, but from the other hand, I need to move because it will give me a little if I will destroy all these Germans, but I won't be able to reach the board 3, and I still have a half of the game to do so. So the question is if I want to attack them, or do I want rather to move some of my units onward. But as long as they are here, they can attack my trucks, and I want my trucks to move, so now I'm going to destroy them. So I will take this tank. It fires on the half of its range, but it fires on the hill, so it keeps its normal firepower, so it will be 12. And this tank, same, so it's 24 versus 4, so it's 6 to 1, and +1 because of the hill, it's 1, so there you go, guys, you are dead. And the infantry that was loaded into not infantry but command post that was loaded is destroyed as well. So this tank fired, and this tank fired. Okay, finally some effects. Now I can move some of my Soviets. I guess that's all for the Soviet combat. Enough of that. Let's move. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So that's all for my combat vehicles, and now this big column of trucks. So let me load it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 11 and a half. So they are moving in column. These roadblocks and minefields can really be nasty for the trucks, blocking their movement effectively. And now I am loading this infantry into half-track. So that's all for the Soviets. I guess yes, that's all. So now I can remove fire markers. I don't have any Soviets to rally, I believe. I think no, there are no Soviet units that are dispersed. Well, that's good for Soviets. And now Germans. And now, first of all, combat phase. Let's see. This tank definitely can fire here. These are 4 hexes range. Yeah. So it can double its firepower to 28 versus 9. It's 3 to 1 plus 1 because of the woods. And 3. 3 in the 3 to 1. This is X, right? Yeah, that's X. So another Soviet tank goes down. Place wreck. And there you go. Off to graveyard. And now this Vespa can fire on them, and this is I think the best they can do, because as long as this tank is here it can spot it. I mean, it will be spotted too, because it is going to fire, but if it will survive, it can fire with its doubled firepower. So that's something I would rather like to avoid. So 40 versus 9, it's 4 to 1 plus 1 because of the woods, and 3 down, down in flames you go. Fired. Alright. So that's all for the German combat phase. I think that the Germans have no other options to fire. No, I can't see any other options for Germans to fire on the Soviets. This gun has 10 hexes range, so it cannot see anyone. But that's fine. That's fine so far. I think that Soviets are doing, Germans are doing well. So I guess this is all for the Germans. And now movement phase. Do I want to move anywhere with the Germans? That's a good question. I think no. I think Germans are fine where they are. So that's all for the German movement. And there is no close combat for Germans either, because there are no German infantry units that are adjacent to the enemy. So I can rally all the German troops, and then I can finish this turn and go into turn 7. Let's carry on with turn 7, and we are starting with Soviet combat phase. So who is going to fire and where? This one has 14. It is on the same height than this anti-tank gun. So I will target this anti-tank gun. I'm firing with the firepower of 7 because this is not armored target, but even so I will have 7, so it's 4 to 1 plus 1 because it is in the woods, and 5 plus 1, 6, it is enough to destroy it. Okay, that's a good start. Next, I'm targeting this Vesper with this tank, so it will be it is 1, 2, 3, so it's half of its range. That's great. So it is 24 versus 5, so it is 4 to 1 plus 1 because of the woods. 4, it is destroyed. Alright, so we are finally getting somewhere. Place wreck. Where is wreck? Here it is. These wrecks can be a problem for Soviets because, as you know, Soviets have only limit of 2 units per hex. Okay, anyone else? I think range is 7. Okay, so I can fire at them because when unit is in the galley, it cannot fire on the units on the ground level, but it can fire on the units on slopes and on the hills. So it is a high explosive gun, and when it fires versus armored targets, let me see, then I have half of my firepower when I'm firing at the range which is greater than the half of my range. So this is definitely more because my range is 10 and these are 7 hexes range. So I will have to halve it to 20 and then halve it to 10 because they are on the hill. So it will be 10 versus 8, so it will be 1 to 1 and plus 1 because of the woods. So that's a very risky attack. 5, of course, no effect. So now that's all. That's all. I'm not going to tempt my luck anymore. So that's the entire Soviet combat phase, and now we have Soviet movement phase. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 10 and half. No, wait, I took a wreck with me. That's not something I want to do. Now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 10, 11. And now this half track. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So these are all of the Soviet armored fighting vehicles, and now Soviet trucks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, let me take this infantry, or maybe 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So yes, this might be a better option. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, plus 4, it's 9, 11. Okay. One, two, three. No. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. These two units on the hex limit can be really problematic for Soviets. And now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and that's all. Okay, so that's the entire Soviet movement, and now we have Germans. This gun is going to fire here. It has 14 versus 9, so it's 1 to 1, plus 1 because of the woods. And it is 3 in the 1 to 1, they are dispersed. That's good for us, Germans. This tank, I wonder if it can see anyone. Well, it can see them, certainly, but not them. Not them, because this hexite blocks my line of sight. So I'm going to fire here. A range of 7, so I'm firing with 14 versus 16, so it's 1 to 2. That's hard. But I got 1. Oh, great. 1 in the 1 to 2. This is D. So these Soviets are dispersed. I remain spotted. And that's all for Germans here. There. I cannot see any of them. So that would be all for the German combat phase. And now I am loading this infantry into a half track. I wonder if I should do the same with these mortars and place them somewhere where I can make a better use of them. The problem is, if I will place them anywhere here, then it will be a perfect target for any kind of Soviet close assault, and that's something I would rather like to avoid. So no. Oh, I forgot to remove fire marker. So no, I'm not going to do so. Staying in the woods might be a good idea, but from the other hand, I'm going to load it and maybe transfer it on this hex. So that's all for the German attacks. No close combat for Germans, I think. No. So no German units to rally. So I can remove fire markers, and this is the end of the turn 7. There are 1, 2, 3 turns to go, and well, despite some losses, Germans are still have some chances for victory, because Soviet trucks are still pretty far from the board 3 where they are, where they need to go. So maybe Germans will be able to stop them successfully. We will see. Okay, so it's turn 8, and now. Oh, and I made a mistake here. I wasn't able to place my tank here because there were already 2 wrecks, so it could move here at last. Okay, sorry for that. Now, turn 8, and what Soviets are going to do during their combat phase? I can fire here. This is going to be 14 versus 8. It is doubled because of the half of a range versus armored target, and halved because of the target on the hill. So it's 1 to 1 and plus 1 because of target being in the woods. So 5, no effect. And spotted. And any other Soviets can fire at them? No. So we are going to the Soviet movement phase. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 8. No, 11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and there 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. And now my trucks. 1, 2, no, this tank. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 9, and that's all. And now my trucks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 9, 11. And that's the entire Soviet movement. Yes, so I can rally this one and remove fire marker from that one. And now Germans. So this gun fires on this Soviet tank again, and it has 1-to-1 +1 because of the woods, and now it misses. This German tank fires on this gun again, so it's 1-to-1 and misses. Oh, that's bad. This anti-tank gun fires on this tank, so it's 26 versus 9, so it is 2-to-1 +1 for the woods. Let's see, 5, 2-to-1 and 5, is it a hit? Yes, this is dispersal. So this gun is so this tank is dispersed, and this gun fired. And this gun fires on the other tank company. It is 26 versus 9, 2-to-1 +1. It is also dispersal. No, not you. Only Germans. Alright, so that's all for all the German combat actions. And now 1, 2, 3, and here I'm unloading this heavy mortar. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and I'm unloading my infantry here. I plan to block this way. Maybe it will do, we will see. And now I'm taking this half track and I am moving it here. Maybe this half track will also right there. They will simply going to block a possible way for the Soviet tanks, for the Soviet trucks. So that's all for the Germans. I haven't any close combat to resolve, so I can remove fire markers, and I haven't anyone to rally, so that's the end of the turn 8. We have 2 turns to go. Oh, this sounds bad for Soviets. Let's go with turn 9, and I am starting with Soviet combat phase. I am targeting this gun because it is the weakest when in terms of the defense. So this is 12 versus 2, but this is non-armored target, so I have 6 versus 2, so it's 3 to 1 plus 1 because of the woods. And this is 4 in the 3 to 1. This is DD, so it is dispersed, and this one fired. Here I am firing on this gun, so this is 12 versus 1. It is 6 because of non-armored target, and 6 to 1 plus 1. 7! Haha, this is dispersal. So, German luck again in effect. Now, this tank fires here. It is a range of 4. So I'm 28 versus 8, so this is 3 to 1 plus 1 and 3, so this tank is wrecked. The good thing is that it is destroyed. The bad thing is that it blocks my way through this hex, because it blocks the road, and vehicles cannot cross the green hex sites in any other way than through the road. So that's good and bad. But I hadn't any choice, because as long as it was there, it was able to fire at any of my vehicles that would move here. So I had to destroy it anyway. Now, this tank, 1, 2, 3, 4, 4.5, 5, 6. It goes and and attacks this Hanomag with overrun. So I have 14 versus 4. It's 3 to 1 plus 1. So it's 4 to 1 and minus 2. So it is destroyed by default, because with 4 to 1 and minus 2, there is not a chance for this German unit to survive. Now this one, well, not this one. 1, 2, oh no, 1, 2, 3 and 4. This is also armored overrun, so it is the same situation. So this one is destroyed and wrecked. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. No. Anyway, no matter where I will move here, I will be in danger of fire of these nasties. So that's bad. That's very bad. Looks like Soviets lost. I cannot. I won't be able to even move a single Soviet unit on the board 3, or maybe 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Like that. Now this self-propelled gun. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and now my trucks. 1. Well, if they will move here, they will be in danger of being attacked by this half truck. So no, I need someone to protect them. They will go like this. So they cannot be overrun when they are on the slope. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 12. So that's all for the German Soviet movement. Oh no, this tank, I forgot about it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I'm not going to move here because it will be able to fire at me with 32 versus 9, so it will be the only one result. So no. And this concludes Soviet actions in this turn. And we are going to Germans. So, any Germans can fire? Well, yes, this anti-tank gun fires on this tank. So this is 26 versus 9, 2 to 1 plus 1. 3 in the 2 to 1, this is D, yeah, DD. So this one is dispersed. Let's mark it as fired. Who else? I don't think that they can fire at anyone. Well, no. No. Yeah, I can fire here. They are spotted because of this Hanomag, which is not dispersed, so it can spot this Soviet tank. Now let me check for the range. It is 6 hexes range, so they are in the half of my range, so I have 32 versus 9. So this is 3 to 1 and plus 1 because of the woods. It's 4 in the 3 to 1. This is dispersal. So these Soviets are dispersed. This German anti-tank gun fires, and that will be all for the Soviet for the German combat. Well, not. This mortar fires on this tank. It has 15 and it is in the half of the range, so it can fire with its full firepower. It's 15 versus 9, so it's 1 to 1 and plus 1 because of the woods. We got 2, so they are dispersed and they are fired and spotted. Okay, so that's all for the German combat, and now we go to the German movement. This one fires on this truck, so it has firepower of 2 because of the enemy being on the slope. So it's 2 to 1 and 1. Oh my! 2 to 1 and 1. This is 6. So this truck with this infantry are destroyed. That was a good shot. And now this I'm not making any moves, I think. Well, I will move this infantry here, this infantry there, and that's all. And now I'm going to do my close assault. So they are attacking here. They have 3 versus 16. So no, I cannot do so because 3 versus 16 is 5 to 1, and you cannot do a close assault when you have less than 4 to 1. Now here, 3 versus 9, it's 3 to 1, it's 1 to 3, and minus 2 for the close attack, it's 1 in the 1 to 3, this is D, so this is dispersal. So this Soviet tanks is dispersed, and that's all for the Soviets, for the Germans. So I can remove fire markers and rally broken units. Okay. So let's flip the marker onto the last turn of the game. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Now the question is what Soviets can do. If they want to move at last a couple of their units, but let me see. To achieve a victory in the games in the turn 6, well, to even gain a marginal victory, they have at last 10 units on the board tree, and I don't think there are enough Soviets to reach board 3 in this turn. We will see. Okay, so we have a last turn of the game. The question is if Soviets even want to make any attacks, or if they're going to focus on moving as many of their units on the board 3. I think that this is the only way to achieve any victory, or, from the other hand, I might try to destroy a couple of German units, if I will be able to do so, and thus reduce German chances to achieve any successful success by having to suffer them so many losses that they won't be able to achieve their own marginal victory. This is tempting too. Let me see. I have 40 here, and this is 12. 40 versus 12 would be, but they are on the slope, so I have to half my firepower. So it will be 20 versus 12, 1 to 1, not much. But can I reach the board 3? This means this hex row. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. No, I cannot. That's bad. So, I don't think I have any options to perform attacks. Well, maybe... this one wasn't attacking me because it was dispersed, so it's not spotted. That's good for Germans, of course. And this one is dispersed, so it cannot spot them. For example, this gun. That's unfortunate. So now I will try my move. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. And they are unloading infantry. So I have 4 units. Definitely not enough to gain any kind of victory now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. And they cannot even reach this board. So now I know that Soviets won't be able to achieve any kind of victory. That's obvious. So I'm not going to move any of my units closer because I don't want them to be destroyed. So I will move them somewhere here. So they will be safe from enemy attacks. And I will move this one here and this one there. And that would be everything when it comes to Soviets, because I lost. I already know that I lost this game when it comes to the Soviet actions, and now all I can do now is to see if Germans will be able to inflict more losses to Soviets. Let's see. This gun fires here. This is 2 to 1 plus 1, and 3 in the 2 to 1. This is dispersal. Yeah. I would need natural 2 on the 2-to-1, so none of them can destroy any of these tanks. And this one fires here, so this is 32 versus 9, so it's 3-to-1 plus 1, and 4 in the 3-to-1. This is also dispersal. So that's all. I won't be able to destroy any of the Soviets anymore. So all I can do now is to count the losses and see if Germans were able to achieve a victory. So let me count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, I believe not, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So Germans lost 10 units and Soviets lost 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So this is 1-to-1. So none of sides managed to achieve even a marginal victory. So this is a draw. This is the most unsatisfying result of the game because neither side managed to achieve a victory. Well, German defense was pretty solid, and I think that placing these roadblocks on the road was a wise idea because they made Soviet trucks literally moving very, very slowly and unable to quickly reach the board. Placing Germans all over the board was also a good idea because Soviets weren't able to move anywhere closer. They had to fight with any obstacle on their way, which was slowing them down significantly. What was a bad idea for Germans? Maybe I could use this infantry better. For example, placing someone here or there to block any smallest roads that Soviets could sneak through. But I had to take care of this hill too, because if Soviets would be able to make their way through this hill, they would have a clear way on the board 3. As for Soviets, I haven't better idea how to play this with Soviets. Maybe if I would focus on the single road, for example, push all my tanks through this direction, maybe it would work better. I would be able to focus more firepower and destroy any obstacles here, then maybe I would be able to make my way faster. But would it be enough to reach this board? I am not sure. So that's all for this play. This is a tough scenario for both sides. I like it because it isn't easy, and this makes it fun. But I think it is winnable. It is not like the previous scenario that I played, where it is almost impossible for Germans to achieve a victory conditions. Here, both sides are able to achieve victory conditions, but it is very hard to do.